I call the member for Goldstein.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. And Deputy Speaker, we all know that we are in an energy transition for this country. Australia has set out ambitious goals to reduce our greenhouse gas emissions. We face challenges around attracting investment in new energy to make sure that we can build the manufacturing base of our economy, which so heavily depends on affordable energy, and of course delivering reliability for the economy so that businesses can invest with confidence, so there can be stability in the grid, and when Australians need to be able to flick the switch, the light comes on. And of course, over many years recently, we've had a significant transition already. Despite the claims of those on the opposition benches, we have the biggest rollout of renewable energy this year of any year, and it continues to go on unabated. Australia is leading the transition to a lower carbon future. But we also recognise the challenges and the limits of different technologies. And I say this as somebody who is so pro-technology. The future is going to be awesome if we embrace technology, but we also have to acknowledge its limits, what things can be done, what things can't be done, and what we need to add into the mix. And that sense of balance is at the core of our approach to energy in Australia. We understand that Australian households need affordable, reliable energy. We know they want to cut our greenhouse gas emissions because they want to steward a more sustainable environment for their kids and their grandkids. And that's everything we are about, which is why we also acknowledge the importance of technologies like gas, fuels that play a critical part in manufacturing to be affordable, and of course to guarantee supply against the intermittency of renewables, which play a critical part of providing for households and low energy demand, small businesses, and of course even larger businesses increasingly with firming power and the backup potential of batteries as well. We want a sustainable solution. So gas is an important part of it, and one of the reasons why gas is such an important part of it is not because it's an end in itself, but because of what it prioritises and enables for the future of energy demand of the country. And this is the point. This is the point the member for Macarthur simply doesn't understand, but the chief scientist does. And more the power to him. Alan Finkel does a fantastic job in leading the discussion around the power of hydrogen. And why does he like the potential of gas? Because it so easily enables the transition to a hydrogen-based economy. Think about the potential we could use renewables to create hydrogen and export it to the world, member for Macarthur. I was at the opening of the Kawasaki plant down in the Latrobe Valley in Victoria, where we're looking at options to export out hydrogen to countries like Japan. So the future of our export industries don't even need to be in fossil fuels. It'll be part of the discussion, but we can also see new opportunities and new horizons because we're interested in this government in building the Australian economy of the 21st century. Labor's caught in its ideological battles of the old 20th century, Capital versus Labor, defending the status quo without understanding of the power of leadership. And under this minister and under this Prime Minister, we're looking at how we build the Australian economy of the 21st century and transitioning from the baseload of energy that we've used so much from brown and black coal towards gas, because what it will enable is a hydrogen future. Make no mistake, Deputy Speaker, this is incredibly exciting because the potential of hydrogen to provide transportable and baseload energy for the Australian economy at an affordable price and able to be exportable while still using the same technology and infrastructure for generation that can be used for gas that we can build today. We're not just looking at what we need to do to build the future of Australia, the future of the economy of Australia today. We're looking at how to future-proof Australia for today. I know that's a big problem for the opposition who like to wax lyrical about these problems, thinking only they are the solution, because this is the problem with the Labor Party. The Labor Party always sees themselves as the solution to the problem, not what we can do together through the power of initiative and ingenuity of the Australian people. And what it will help us do is reach our roadmap, not just for that energy reliability, not just for that energy security, but of course to reduce the price of energy and also to meet our emissions targets. And of course, the Australian hydrogen energy could generate more than 8,000 jobs, a critical part of the discussion in the post-COVID recovery. Many critically in regional Australia, where there is so much opportunity to build up regional centres to be part of the future of the economy of the country and contribute $11 billion in GDP by 2050. It's time to get on board, Labor. It's time to get on board with the future development of the Australian economy. It's time to get on board with building Australia's future.